dog, you guys. Welcome back to the Invested Dog. And today we are going to be talking about Rivian Automotive, ticket symbol RIVN. If you want to go directly into the stock, go over to that 7-minute mark. For everybody else, let's talk about some history with this stock. And yes, this is the ending of the day. Today is 5:35 p.m. and it had a massive drop off. It's down about 1%, but it was earlier today was at $14.59, and it went all the way down to $14.19. What in the world happened? Let's go into a little bit of a history with this stock. Of course, this is a rivalry for Tesla. Tesla has a ton of money. Elon Musk, he has Tesla, he has SpaceX. He has money to be putting up against these other RV type of electric vehicles, I should say, type of companies. First, let's go over to this stock. This analysis. Rivian confirms undisclosed R2 variations as deliveries are near. What's going on with them? An analysis sentiment on Rivian already deeply mixed with concerns about if we should buy this stock or if we should hold this stock. Rivian began working on a undisclosed variations of R2 electric vehicles and SUVs, even as volume productions of the model has only just got underway. You think that this is a smart time for them to be investing in this type of stuff? We're having an energy crisis in a sense right now, or I should say we're about to have an energy crisis in a sense. Is electric vehicle the way to go for our investments? Who knows? The Motley Stock Advisor Analyst team, they just identified what they believe was the 10 best stocks. And surprisingly, yes, this stock is on that list. I'm not really sure why. I do believe in electric vehicles, but I don't necessarily believe that this could be, let's get rid of that. I don't necessarily believe that this could be, how do I get rid of this? I don't necessarily believe that this is a smart investment to make at the moment. Opening opinions range from strong buy to sell, with an average price target often falling between about $14 and $18. So there's potential upside, though it could be it could take some time. Who knows? The last week of Rivian said it could increase planned production capabilities up to 300,000. Who knows about this stock? Let's go over to the next article that I want to get into before we get to that 7-minute mark. Okay, is Rivian stock a buy or a dip? Should we be investing our money into it? Should we just be like, you know what? Let's let it die, just like how Spirit died. Let's put our attention on other stocks at the moment. It's been volatile since the start of the year. Rivian Automotive and the ticket symbol RIVN. And that pattern continued after the stock price fell following its Q1 results releasing after the bell on April 30th. April 30th was just the other day. Today is only May 7th. The stock is now down more than 25% year to date as of this writing. Let's go over there and take a look. Year to date. Yeah, it's down 28%. The company lowered its 2004 production guidance, citing supply chain issues affecting the R1 vehicles and vans. I think that could be a factor into why they're having profitability concerns. Let's go back to that article. The roadmap. In Q1, Rivian saw revenue rise of 11% year over year to $1.4 billion, while deliveries jumped 20%, and that was to 10,365 vehicles. Nearly half of its revenue came from electric delivery vans delivers to Amazon. I'm not too crazy about that. Analysis confirms that these downgraded that this stock is downgraded, even though it's trying to pull through. It's trying to do its best. The broad market concerns regarding high interest rates and geopolitical tensions have negatively impacted the growth of this stock. Automobile revenues fell 2% year over year to $908 million, while the software and service revenue surged 49% to $473 million. Approximately 60% of its software and service revenue came from the joint venture with Volkswagen. I want to get into Volkswagen a little bit. Actually, no. We should leave that for a different video. It will roll out point-to-point driving capabilities by the end of the year, including Uber technologies, Robotaxi pilots with safety drivers in Miami and San Francisco. Of course, San Francisco is always, it's Silicon Valley. Austin's probably going to take over San Francisco any day now. But yeah, it's Silicon Valley. It is looking like a full autonomous Robotaxi by year 2028. I don't know about that. I think that they're being a little bit optimistic. The delay and the higher than expected price tags for the R2 now expects to be in 2026. The end of 2026 have raised concerns about the profitability demand. So I'm not sure if they are actually going to be able to do what they claim that they're going to be able to deliver on. I'm not too crazy about it. Jeff Bezos did not buy Rivian, and Amazon, Jeff Bezos, I should say, is a major investing and holds a significant majority stake in this company. So it's Jeff Bezos essentially going against Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos has a lot on his plate right now, and so does Elon. Who could be the winner? Could this be the next stock for a recession? I'm not too crazy about this stock for a recession. Let's just go over to the actual stock. Like I said earlier, it did have a little bit of a dip today. I think the reason why it had a dip today, not only because they're having material issues, but also because I don't know who can afford this type of car. Rivian is evolving from an automaker to a tech company. They need lots of copper. They need materials. They need metals, aiming to challenge its Tesla rivalry. For the 1 month, they're down almost 4%. It's 3.47%. And yes, year to date, they're down almost 30%. And then for the 5 year, they're down almost 90%. I think it's smart for us to just throw this away. I do not think that this is a good investment for us to be getting into. The market cap is $19 billion, and that is of the earnings is of the 30th. Let's go down to the earnings. Let's go down to the earnings per share. They missed Q2. They missed Q3. Yes, they were able to get Q4 for 2025. Okay, they were able to get Q1 for 2026. But look at the gap between the revenue earnings and the revenue versus their earnings. They are losing a ton of money year after year after year after year. Ever since 2022, they've lost money. I do not suspect that this is a good buy. Of course, let me know what you think. There's a lot of analysis recommendations of saying to hold it. There's a decent amount saying to buy it. And there's a few that are on my side saying to sell it. We are below our current analysis target price right now. We're sitting at around $14. It probably should be closer to $25, closer to $20. It should not be at $14. I'm not too crazy about this stock. Of course, let me know what you guys all think in the comment. I always say that in every video. Somebody put a comment in one of the videos saying, "What hole did you crawl out of? This is a stupid analysis. Why would you think that this stock is going to go down?" And I'm like, look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. I mean, aside from everybody's opinion with all of these different types of articles and news and people writing what they want to write and people talking about what they think will happen, the numbers do not lie. And I'm a big believer of that. Just look at the numbers and you'll be able to estimate in the best way where you should put your money. And with that, you guys, this is the Invested Dog signing off.